YouTube is up. We are live on both platforms. Good morning and good afternoon for those joining out on the East Coast. Jeremy coming to you live from the Hobby Legends Studios. This is the three-case team break of 2025 Bowman Draft. If you are trying to watch the 2026 Top Series 1 6-case, that is over on Breaker Station number 2, so get out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, if you guys are watching the Series 1, that's going to be done by Kai and Tony next store. This is Bowman all day long here on Breaker Station 2. Since this is a team break, I do have a list of the names of the people on the teams that they did purchase. Starting us off at the top, we've got Dennis D. with the Phillies, Andrew R. with the Tigers, Jason H. with the White Sox, Brett T. with the Reds, Matt M. with the Diamondbacks, Rockies, and Angels, Max W. with the Marlins, Luis A. with the Braves, Juan R. with the Astros, Richard T. with the Padres, Bradley P. with the Orioles, Jose V. with the Cubs, Cardinals, Rays, Rangers, and Blue Jays, Jason M. with the Royals, Brewers, Mets, A's, Giants, Nationals, Adam L. with the Pirates, Nicholas L. with the Yankees, Brian B. with the Dodgers, Sam S. with the Twins, George H. with the Guardians, and Dean M. with the Red Sox. Above Banana, are you listening to Bananarama right now, Timmy? Walk like an Egyptian. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't that Bananarama? Here we go. Well, this is going to be 3 straight cases. All cards getting shipped. All packs getting opened. I'll do a recap at the end, as always. Oh, that's funny. All right, here we go. Off and running. Which team did you get, CX? But you get everything, basically. That's how it works. Yeah, did you buy into the draft break, or did you buy into the Top Series 1 break? It all depends on what you bought into, my friend, because we have 3 different breaks today. Yeah, that's next door. Mr. Morris? Check your eBay messages, Matt. Gage Wood on our laser beam. For this one, I don't think we have to... Yeah, there's going to be a lot more of them. So, just the big guys on the lasers. There's a case in Cunningham. Pretty nice one there. And our first packs of Mojos. Steel Hall starting us off. Just some base Mojos there. Well, that's to 25, though. We take this. Seth Hernandez for the Buccos. 19 of 25 on the inaction orange. That's pretty nice. There you go, Pirates. Pirates starting off very nicely. I'll just keep all the lasers together, and then you decide which ones need to be top loaded. Yeah? Buccos. Who has those Buccos? Adam. Very nice start to your break, Adam. Yeah, pretty good start in the first box. You're hitting the Seth Hernandez to 25. We definitely like the way that started out. Hopefully that is a sign of good things to come. Xavier Nayans, another nice one on the laser beam. Yeah, he might not have sent the message yet, but maybe you will be getting one. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just got one. Laser of Gabe Davis. Yeah, I figured you would be getting one. We go on nice stretches of, like, we'll get 5 boxes that has, you know, an autograph and 3 numbered cards, and then we'll go in 5. It's real hit and miss. Andrew Salas to 99, 22 of 99 for the Marlins. Like right now, we're in a good stretch. Ike, Irish, Dax, Kilby. I mean, but the cool thing is in this, at least you get the base Mojos no matter what of the big guys, and those in PSA 10s they still sell real well. Laser of Mason Morris. Caleb lays on that laser beam. Laser of Eduardo Tait. Mojo Time, Quick Quinn, Ebel, Arnold, and an inaction of Ike Irish. Yeah, the golds. There's a Dax killed me in the back. I hope we are lucky enough to see like a black or a red. I did pull a black Mojo yesterday of Case and Cunningham. A non-auto. Beautiful card. Would love to see some red ink. I'm trying to think what the lowest numbered auto we've pulled so far. I think it's an orange to 25. Laser of Matthew Fisher. Laser of Aiden West. I mean, I want to see a rose gold, or is it a superfractor now in this? I get confused. They keep switching around the parallels from one product to the next. Just when I think I know what the one of one is, then they change it again. It used to be black Mojos, then it was rose gold. I think it's still rose gold now, though. I'm jealous of that one, man. I'm jealous of the Nate Snead 101, my friend. CJ Gray on that laser. I'm jealous of that one. Laser of Nick Becker. I mean, Ryan Mitchell laser. If you were comfortable with $850, then you didn't sell it too low. That's the way I put it. Blue of Cameron Millar on that Mojo 130 of 150. First 5 in the books. I probably would have bought it for $850 and not batted an eye. And he's not a top end guy anyways. I'm just a biased Angels fan, so I'm just a biased Angels fan. If it was Tyler Bremner, yeah, that would have been way too low. Yeah, Nate Snead is not one of the top guys. He's actually probably the lowest of the guys that signed in the product. Maybe Jake Monroe is a little bit below him on the prospect depth chart. There's a nice laser beam, Seth Hernandez. I don't sell superfractors. I can't. Patrick Forbes laser. I mean, especially if you're not an Angels fan, you're like, yeah, I don't care. I'll take the money. I totally get it. Thompson, Middleton, Quick, Ebel, and we got Jamie Arnold. It's never my team. Like when I do pull, I think, what was the last super I pulled for myself? Cal Raleigh out of 2024 Topps Chrome. And at the time, what I sold that for seemed like a lot of money. And then he hit 60 home runs last year. So, I mean, what one what seems like a good sell one day, next week you're like, oh my god, yeah. That's the market, man. As long as you're having fun and getting to enjoy what you're doing and get a little bit of money back for what you're spending. Laser of Dominic Fritton. I hope so, man. We definitely need a superfractor on a draft. There's a Travis Bazzana. I mean, it doesn't really matter, Nick, honestly. A superfractor of Mendoza, like, it doesn't matter if it comes back a 9. Yeah, it definitely, well, I mean, and you probably would have gotten upcharged if you didn't send it into the right, look at that stretch. Ebel, Arnold, and Doyle on those mojos. Oh, that is gold. I thought that looked a little different. Amade, 20 of 50 on the inaction gold. I thought it was just the Brewer color at first, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a little too much color on there. A little too much color. That's dangerous on a Brewer card. That was dangerous, man. I almost missed that one. That's weird, too, that it was in the very back. Usually they're in the second to last spot when they give you a numbered inaction. Yeah, good luck, man. Hopefully a 10 does show up. There, Laser of Elwanger. Sounds good, Matt. Hopefully I can find you a nice Cade Anderson. There's a Rock Regio. There's a Bremner. Oh, we got a blue. Mason Neville for the Reds. 140 of 150 on the blue mojo. I'm excited for tomorrow. 3 cases of Gilded. 3-case Gilded player break. Oh, I'm excited. You know I love me some Gilded. Nice Sean Gamble on the laser beam. Don't miss out on that one. We got 3 cases of Museum Collection in a player break. 3 cases of Gilded player break. Aaron Walton laser beam. Trying to think of what else. I think Cosmic Baseball tomorrow. Luke LaCourse on the laser beam. There's Eli Willits on the mojo. Yes, sir. Hoping for a big. I mean, if you get a superfractor out of Gilded, that is a pretty big deal. I decided to take a chance on a team break of Gilded. I'll probably get completely smoked, but you never know. Laser beam of Celestin. Laser of Cody Bowker. Laser of Gavin Killen. This was a nice one. Yeah, that's weird. They're putting... Dude, it's gold again. Dax Kilby. The inactions in this case are crushing it. Do me a favor. Any of the Mojo inactions, just double check them for me to make sure that they're not numbered cards. Because they're in the back, and I'm 1 out of 50 on the Dax Kilby gold. Just double check for me, Arturo, please. Oh, and we got an orange auto to 25. Dude, this box is nasty. Imagine pulling, and that looks like Yankees again. Nope. Cubbies, Josiah Hartshorn, 20 of 25 on the Orange Mojo Ink. That would have been a silly box to pull off the Target shelf right there. Gold and orange. Let's go. So Orange Ink already here in case number 1. Heck, it might be a Super Fractor Friday. A Rose Gold Friday? Nah, that don't work. That don't have the same ring to it. Laser of Thomas White. Laser of Matthew Mura. Jack Gervich on the laser. Come on, some more Mojo love. Yeah, there's another numbered card. Blue Briggs McKenzie, little color match for the Blue Jays. 100 out of 150 for Briggs. Yeah, we're getting a lot of hits in this case so far, which I like to see. Laser of Morrison. Laser of Mike Sirota. Laser of Dante Nori. Hey, Matt, I hit a Christian Moore rookie auto. Second auto of the case, Matthew Fisher, a little MF for the Phillies. 27 of 199. Finally got me a Christian Moore autograph. Right? Colin Yeah Man on the lasers. Cade Crossland on the laser beam. And there's gold right there. Tate Southacene Braves nailing it. That's 2 numbered cards, 33 of 50. That's the guy you want, 2 on some gold. The Bravos coming out heavy. Heavy hitting. And that is a base Jamie Arnold in action. I finally get to look at my own. I don't have to swoon over all the autographs of Christian Moore that I've pulled from Matt Morris. I'm actually going to have my own to look at now. Cooper Pratt laser. Kyle Lodi is on that laser. And that was a nice run too. Bodine, Witherspoon, and Hernandez mojos. There's another numbered card. 99, Joseph Zirwa, 63 of 99 for Baltimore. Yeah, there's a lot of numbered cards in this case. A lot more than I'm used to seeing, that's for sure. No, that was, yeah, what you saw on, we were looking at the schedule. I'm like, 10:30, you know we can rip 3 cases of these in an hour. So the start time for that's 11:30 for the 5-caser. Riley Kelly laser. Even I was like, look, man, as fast as I can rip cards, I can't go 3 cases of megas in an hour and a recap. Sloan laser beam. So yeah, 11:30 start time Pacific. So 2:30 Eastern for the 5-caser. JJ on the laser. There's another Eli Willits mojo. And nothing in that one. Laser of Travis Sikora. Laser of Aaron Watson. Laser of Briggs McKenzie. A couple of Kate Andersons in that pack on the mojos. Laser of Cash Mayfield. Laser of Michael Salina. And green, Josh Hammond for the Royals, 32 of 99. And there's a Lombard in the back. Three more to go here in our first case. Laser of Gustavo Melendez. Johnny Slowinski, laser beam. Laser of Malcolm Moore. Autograph. Marcus Phillips for the Boston Red Sox. Laser of Jesus Mate. Laser of Alien Pena. All base mojos. And all base mojos again. Yeah, Timmy, that's 3 autos. Oh, next door in the good. It's not a. I guarantee it's not a cheap spot. So good for Acuna. Laser of Connor Griffin. You've got Acuna next door. That's too funny. I hope you hit an All Kings. There's an 8 Snead on the laser. I hope you hit an All Kings, man. Oh, I want one of those so bad, a Trout. I'm going to have to just break down and buy one eventually. And all base to end case number 1. But that was a good start, nonetheless. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. When you hear somebody jump in, man, Ronald Acuna's killing it. You got the spot. Go, man. Go, brother. Maybe it'll work, too. I'll hit you a nasty Kate Anderson. Or a Bremner. Oh, here. Let's switch that one out. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, let me write that down so I can remember. Laser of JT Quinn. Another Seth Hernandez laser beam. That's pretty solid. Laser of Walker Yannick. All base mojos in that one. And all base mojos in that one. Exactly what we're hoping for. But there's going to be a few of those. I don't get the upside down cards though. Laser of Adonis Guzman. Laser of Tyson Lewis. All base. All base again. Laser of Nate George. Laser of Brady Ebel, another nice one there. Zero on the laser beam. Green in action, adding to the Made. He's got gold too, so that's 4 of 99 for the Brew Crew. Working on that rainbow on the in action insert. And there's a Bremner in action in the back. Laser of Jordan Yost. Alfredo Duno laser. Need to see Red Mojo today. Or of course Rose Gold. I'll take either one of those. Laser of Gabe Davis. Nothing in that one. So the first pack ended with a Chase Shores, and the next pack started with a Chase Shores. That's some fantastic accumulation. Laser of Pico Khan. Laser of J.D. Thompson. Ooh, some gold. Dude, look at this. 2 Eli Willits Mojos in the same pack. Oh, Mr. Morris. Kate Anderson gold, 1 of 50. Unfortunately, no auto, but Kate gold. That'll do. Another Chase Shores. Good Lord. And another Eli Willits, dude. There are like just so many Chase Shores and Eli Willits Mojos in these boxes. That's 3 Eli Willits Mojos in one box. That seems a bit odd. Laser of Caden Bodine. It's another one for him. I think that's 2 now. Laser of Sebastian Walker. Kyson Witherspoon in action. And a Connor Griffin in the back. Hangers are better than hobby. I'd rather watch it open a hanger case than a hobby case, Matt. That's for sure. I like the hangers. Gonzalez on the... But if you hit something good out of a hanger with Ronald Acuna, like, you're in for a good break then, I would assume. Laser of Franklin Arias. Remember, you can get Reds to 5 out of there and all Kings and stuff. The hangers are always loaded, in my opinion. At least compared to opening other formats. Laser of Miguel Sime Jr. Yeah, you can hit everything in a hanger, except for like the clear acetates to 10. But they're really rare to hit the autographs. I think we saw like 1 in a case is all. Gavin Fiend for Texas. They are 167 of 199. It's mainly the short prints. Like, it's not that, it's hard, but it's not as difficult to hit the short prints, you know, like the HFAs and all of that stuff. So, but you can get the red diamantes, the red, you know, the holofoils, all the retail specific numbered cards. Yohandi Morales on the laser. You could just ask. I'm pretty sure they're going to remember a good Ronald Acuna Jr. hit. Connor Essenberg, laser beam. He's not a no-name player. They're going to remember that hit. But yeah, you're like me. I don't ever ask. Did I get anything? Did I get anything? I just wait for the recap. Well, you're a hard man to please. Cameron Nelson on the laser. Mason Peters laser. Nice Kyson Witherspoon laser beam. A blue prized prospects of Jamie Arnold. Nope, just 27 out of 150 on that blue mojo. Laser of Malcolm Morgan. Laser of Murph Gray. Laser of Kyle Lodice. We haven't hit an auto yet for 10 boxes. Okay. I really hope you give us some autos here, Case. Laser of Shataro Mori. Laser of Matthew Fisher. Laser of Riley Quick. A blue with some ink on it. That's a goodie. For the A's, 143 of 150 on the Jamie Arnold. That's the guy we're looking for. We take it. The A's hitting in case number 2. Our first auto was a sweet one. Laser of Dominic Reed. Laser of Peter Kusel. Yeah, as soon as you left too, Matt, you hit a gold Cade Anderson to 50. Non-auto. Just so you know, you did get something back already for the Mariners. Laser of Rocco Reggio. Tyson Witherspoon in action. I said I'll leave again. I was like, gold's pretty good. Laser of Co. Laser of Liam Doyle. There's a solid one. In action green, Billy Carlson for the White Sox. 19 out of 99 on the Billy. Oh, Billy. Laser of J.B. Middleton. Laser of Josh Hammond. Jimenez laser. Aaron Watson laser. There's a permanent. Oh, from basketball. That 45 box basketball break is always fun, man. How often do you see 45 retail boxes get opened and 2 blacks to 10 get pulled? You don't. Orange to 25, 2 blacks to 10, gold, a couple of golds to 50, all out of retail, man. It's crazy how much potential there is in that little retail mixer that we do. There's another one of those tomorrow, too, for those who like basketball. Laser beam there of Michael Lombardi. Those auctions will be ending today. I'm excited for Gilded, though. I love opening that stuff. Spencer Jones laser. Although I'll be without my normal co-pilot who's on top of things. Abandoning me again. Travis Bazzana laser. Didn't even hear me. Man. I was like, he's not going to be here for Gilded, my favorite co-pilot. He's abandoning me. Oh yeah, that was nuts, man. In that blaster case, hitting 3 parallels to 25, like that'll never happen again. There's no way. There's no way there'll be another blaster case that has 3 parallels to 25 in it. Quintero there on the laser. Especially the names. Especially the names that came on those parallels to 25. Sirota again on the laser. That was wild, man. All base. Still only one autograph in this case. Laser of McGonagall. Does he break camp with the Tigers? Should be a very interesting season. Seeing all the new names and faces. There's Brian Curley on the laser. I wonder if Pittsburgh's going to let Connor Griffin start, man, at 19, or he might be 20 when the season starts, but that'd be crazy if we see him in the big leagues already. His cards are already expensive. Can you imagine what they're going to be if he gets a starting job out of spring training? That is an image variation. You don't see those very often. Liam Doyle. There you go, Cardinals. Boy, man, you can easily miss those. Luckily, I've seen the images so many times. Nice little hit there for, yeah, those are tough pulls out of this. We have not pulled too many of them. But wow, only one. I wonder if that took the place of an autograph. I'll bet you it did. Laser of Trevor Cohen. Laser of Dean Curley. I was going to ask you if you got the odds on those, because I know those are tough pulls. Carson Benj Laserbeam. 119 packs, so that's 80, no, oh my God, my math. 55 boxers or something. Roughly, yeah. 60 boxes. And blue Dean Curley for the Guardians. 87 out of 150 on the blue Curley. Definitely a tough pull, so that's 20, 40, 60. 3 cases. Pretty good odds on hitting that. Pretty tough odds hitting those. Every 60 boxes. Laser of Cameron Maldonado. Laser of Gavin Killen. Give me at least a second autograph, dude. Another Eli Willits. Woof. Man. One autograph in a case. Like, how do you let that happen? So what, another case can have 5 autos? So dumb. God, I wish they cared about collation and equal hits and whatever. Shouldn't start getting frustrated already today with Topps. All right, final case. Laser of Dante Nori. Laser of Yalfrin Castillo. Laser of J.J. Weatherholt. Laser of Bryce Cunningham. Pink Josh Hammond for Kansas City. That is 197 out of 199. And that looks like a gold. Yeah, a gold Ike Irish. 48 of 50. Another numbered in action. It's 2 numbered cards in that box. Okay, Crossland Laser. Too many cards in this pack. Too many cards in that pack, which means they came from this pack. Missing cards. Landon Hodge, Laser. Laser of Luke Dickerson. Laser of Quentin Young. Laser of Jefferson Rojas. Some blue. Ryan Mitchell for the Cardinals. So Cardinals banging in this break. 148 of 150 and a Liam Doyle image variation. That's a solid break. Indeed. Jackson Wigan. Laser of Zach Root. Chase Shores laser. I think that's everybody but remember. Laser of Joshua Flores. For which product? For Series 1? No, I believe it's 6. Brody Brecht laser. If you're referring to Series 1 baseball, yeah, it should be 6. It used to be 7, but they took a pack away from that too. Farmello on the laser. Another image variation. My word. Definitely not supposed to hit 2. Billy Carlson on the White Sox. Very nice. 2 image variations. Okay. Laser of Josh Owens. Mason McConaughey laser. And there's a yellow to 75 for the Yankees, Caden Kent. 60 of 75. Oh, that's how many packs it would take to hit specifically the Roki Sasaki. Laser of Ben Jacobs. Or is that just for a camo in general? Another Caden Kent on a laser beam that time. Laser of Sammy Stafura. Oh, that's right. He used to be a red. He used to be a Cincinnati Red. That's right. That's why I was like, why do I keep seeing his name and in the Pirates and it's not making sense? Oh, yeah. I don't think there's multiples. That's probably That's probably accurate. But that's the only Roki camo in blaster cases. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, it's spring training, baby. It's the beginning, Jared. It has begun. I think our first game is tomorrow, Saturday. We're playing the Dodgers, I think. I think the Angels are playing the Dodgers. Well, some Angels are playing some Dodgers. Rainiel Rodriguez. We'll score like 10 runs and everybody will be excited. Oh my God, he's through 10 runs. Nolan Sailor's on the laser. There's another Eli Lillet's base. For sure, it's definitely that magical time of year. Everybody's hopes are riding high that their team this year can beat the Dodgers in a World Series. And for those of us who have teams that have not been to the postseason in over a decade, that's all we want to do. Or teams that just want a winning record. Laser beam of Charlie Condon. Laser of Jacob Morrison. Mason Neville on that laser. Come on, autographs. We need some autographs. More boxes to go. I do think JJ makes the opening day roster for the Cardinals. With them rebuilding, I think good shot for JJ to be in the starting lineup on opening day for the Cardinals. Lugo laser. No. Could be interesting. Series 2 could be interesting if a lot of these teams let their prospects start. Ethan Conrad laser beam. Series 2 could be loaded. There's Seth Hernandez again. All base, man. We're in that rut. Finally another autograph. That's a sweet one, too, for the Stro, Xavier Nayans on the base auto. Laser of Johnny LaBelle. Yep. I do believe that he is going to very much so change the pitching staff. Fritton on the laser. Another auto. Look at that. Back-to-back boxes. Patrick Forbes on this one for the D-backs. There we go. So 3 autos in this box. Laser of Tate and Gray. Laser of Sakura again. Yeah, it's a pretty good starting 3 right there. It's definitely a nice starting 3. And then on the back end, what you've got Tolley, there's Reimer on the laser. Tolley and Bello. I mean, that's not terrible. That's a pretty good starting pitching staff, man. If that's your starting 5, I wouldn't be depressed with my starting 5 pitchers if that were my lineup. Laser of J.D. Dix. Laser of Cam Caminiti. Oh yeah, see, and Sandoval's one of those guys you're gonna get so mad sometimes at him, dude. He'll look lights out for 3 or 4 innings, unhittable. And then all of a sudden he'll just get bombed on, and you're like, what just happened? He'll walk a guy, an error will happen on the field. He mentally, I hope he gets over it, but yeah, he was one of those pitchers for us that if something bad happened in the process of him pitching, it mentally took him out of the game, and he could not recover. And he literally would be throwing a no-hitter for 5 or 6 innings and then just give up 8 runs, and we're like, you know, give up a walk or an error, and it was just like, it all... It used to frustrate me so bad, like, because he's not a bad pitcher. He's not. Laser of Marcus Phillips. Michael Olivetto on the laser. I think Sandoval is better suited to come out of the bullpen now. Mura on that laser, a long inning relief guy or a guy that gets you 2 or 3 innings if your starter is a little off that game. That's what Sandoval is to me, because he was pretty good in that role for us. In action, blue, Kyson Witherspoon for the Red Sox. That's number 10 out of 150. And that'll take us to the final 5 boxes. He's very good up in the zone, which is real rare for left-handed pitchers. Like Patrick Sandoval can pitch up and away. Got a solid fastball. You know, I don't know if it's still going to be there, but it was like 95, 96 for last year. Yeah, it started to dip before the whole Tommy John thing. You could tell that something was wrong because he was down to like 89, 90 some games, and we were like, whoa. And then the news broke about him with the fatigue and then the Tommy John, and I was like, well, that makes sense. Grant Richardson laser beam, but yeah, he's usually mid-90s. Got a great changeup. Devastatingly good changeup. Like, that was his bread and butter pitch. Cade Crossland with another, he could throw that pitch like 4 or 5 times in a row and actually dot it where he wanted to put it. Laser of Charles Davalon. So I hope so. I hope that another auto and another Marcus Phillips. I believe that's his 2nd auto for Boston, but that's our 4th in this case. So it's catching up for the last case is lack of autographs. That makes me feel better. There's a nice one. Tyler Bremner on the laser. First one that I've seen that's pretty well centered, too. Most of them look a little heavy on one side or the other. Okay, those cards just feel weird. And a Kate Anderson laser. Look at you, Mr. Morris. In the last couple of boxes, hitting all the guys on your teams with lasers. At least the important ones. Yeah, I don't think a lot of pitchers are going to use it. I think it's the hitters that are going to use it the most. I mean, unless it's really blatant. I think you're going to see, I think, a lot more hitters than pitchers will use it. They just want, most of them just want to pitch. Okay, come on, let's go. They don't want to stop and wait for to find out if it really was a strike. They just want to throw the ball. Once they get into that rhythm. Laser of Michael Salina. Especially those pitchers that like to work fast, you know, that don't like to take a lot of time in between pitches. Sean Youngerman on a laser beam. Slowinski with another laser. Joe Parker image variation. Man, this case was loaded. Our third image variation of the break. Nice close-up shot there of JoJo for the Blue Jays. Every year, man. Every year you got to get used to guys not there and guys that are new. I like Wilson Contreras still. He's not like the hitter that he once was, but that dude is a fierce competitor, and he's great with handling a pitching staff. Nice Gavin Fiend laser. I think that dude, yeah, defensively he's very, very good, and he's a gamer, man. Like, he'll throw down for his pitchers, so I think it's going to help your pitching staff even more. Ty Harvey laser. Those guys like, well, Sonny Gray's used to him. He's pitched to him before, so. But guys like Garrett Crochet, who've never had a pitcher back there like that like it demands. Matt Barr laser. Got that grit, that grime, whatever you want to call it. That old school catcher mentality. Yeah, he's one of those guys in baseball. From day one on the Cubs, you knew Wilson Contreras was going to be that type of a ball player. All right, last box. Can we get a fifth autograph? Cade Obermuller laser. Laser of Cooper Pratt. No, I don't want a catcher who's a pacifist. I want a catcher who wants to throw down. Cubbies, Josiah Hartshorn on the green mojo, 77 of 99. And our last pack is the all-base variety. Yeah, no. I want a catcher who wants to pummel guys. All right. It is recap time. So how many autographs in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a little bit less than the normal 3 per case. All right. Our 8 autographs. Lowest one was an orange to 25 for the Cubbies, Josiah Hartshorn. Ryan Mitchell to 150, as well as Jamie Arnold. To 199 purples, Matthew Fisher. And base autos, Xavier Nayans, Patrick Forbes, Marcus Phillips, ×2. Our lowest parallel of the break was a beautiful Seth Hernandez orange in action to 25 there for the Buccos. A lot of gold to 50s. Dax Kilby, Jesus Made, Ike Irish, Cade Anderson, and Tate Southasine. Yellow to 75, Caden Kemp. Greens to 99, Jesus Made, Billy Carlson. Andrew Salas, Josh Hammond, Joseph Zirwa, and Josiah Hartshorn. Blues to 150, Kyson Witherspoon, Jamie Arnold, Dean Curley, Cameron Millar, Mason Neville, and Briggs McKenzie. And our pinks to 199. That's funny. The highest numbered parallel was the one we had the least of. Josh Hammond and Gavin Feen, I think, because they're only on the inserts. That might make sense. And we hit 3 image variations. 2 in the last case. We got Billy Carlson, Liam Doyle, and Joe Parker. That was another fun one. Congrats to the hitters in this one. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I'll be back in 45 minutes-ish to start the 5-case draft break. That'll be 5 jumbo hobby or hobby jumbo cases with a recap at the end. So hopefully we'll see you back here for that one. I know most of you probably will be. Once again, congrats, hitters. Sorry for those that did miss out. Hopefully the next one is a lot better. Until then, everyone, keep on ripping. We'll see you all next time. Bye.